A former AmBank relationship manager testified today that she would contact Jho whenever the bank was unable to get in touch with the mandate holder of Datuk Seri Najib Razak's current accounts. Joanna Yu Ging Ping told the KL High Court that the then Prime Minister's accounts were often in overdraft, which meant she had to either contact former SRC International MD Nik Faisal Arif Kamil, who was mandated to act for Najib's accounts, or the Penang-born fugitive businessman. Yu explained that while Low wasn't the mandate holder, he did facilitate the first account opening for Najib. In fact, until Nik Faisal was given the mandate, Low was the primary contact between Najib and AmBank. Asked if there was any other reason for her to deal with Low, who is not an account or mandate holder, Yu replied that she did not have direct access to Najib, and that Low seemed to be in touch with both Najib and Nik Faisal. She explained that whenever she wasn't able to reach Nik Faisal, she would text Low and then get a phone call from the then SRC MD. She added that once she contacted either man, the overdraft issue would be resolved. The suit filed by 1MDB against a landowner in Penang has been moved from the KL High Court to the state's High Court. 1MDB is buying undivided shares in various parcels around Aitam town and had paid 6 million ringgit to landowner Tan Jak Chai to exchange or procure the exchange of about 14% of the interests in return for certain parcels in the estate. But Tan had allegedly failed to keep his end of the bargain, and 1MDB is now seeking to recover the 6 million ringgit. Tan, however, said it was 1MDB which had failed to perform its obligations, as it had neglected to discontinue all lawsuits against him and other landholders in relation to the 94.7 hectare land in the Aitam estate as per the agreement, and filed a suit against the fund. The KL High Court gave the nod for the case to be transferred to the Penang High Court, where it will be mentioned on August 1st, after which both suits by 1MDB and Tan will be jointly heard. Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng believes Malaysia will find it challenging to meet its 3% fiscal deficit target for next year amid a global slowdown and the protracted trade war between two of its biggest trading partners, the United States and China. Lim told Reuters in an interview on Monday that while Malaysia can meet this year's fiscal deficit target of 3.4%, 2020's target of 3% would be harder to meet because of the uncertainties brought about by the trade war. Lim added that there is a time lag effect and that the full brunt of the spat will be felt next year. He is cautiously confident about meeting Putrajaya's full-year growth forecast of 4.3% to 4.8%. Baba Eco Group climbed by about 23% in its debut on the Leap market today. The company, which makes gardening supplies, was initially priced at 13 cents each. It closed unchanged from its opening price of 16 cents per share for a market capitalization of 35.96 million ringgit. Baba Eco Executive Director Leong Jiahao says the company intends to further expand its overseas sales and marketing efforts. It will be establishing a physical presence in countries including Thailand, Myanmar, Cambodia and Vietnam. Baba Eco's existing overseas markets include Australia, Japan, New Zealand and Saudi Arabia. In Nature, the retailer and distributor of The Body Shop products is planning a listing on the main market of Bursa Malaysia as it eyes expansion and new markets, including setting up a new operation in Cambodia. It is offering up to 177.27 million shares, representing 25.1% of the enlarged issued share capital. It will comprise 74.07 million new shares, 57.94 million of which will be allocated to Malaysian and foreign institutional and selected investors, 14.13 million to the Malaysian public, and 2 million to its directors and employees. It will also offer for sale 103.20 million existing shares to institutional, selected and Bumiputra investors. The issue price and the opening and closing dates of the IPO have yet to be fixed.